Before the streams, before the clout, before everybody was a rapper, there was a time when albums mattered. You saved up your money, stood in line, cracked the plastic, and let that first track set the tone. Lyrics had weight, beats had dirt, and every record told where the artist was from and what they represented. Tonight, we going back to that era. Not to reminisce, but to remind folks. This is the golden era. This is real hip hop. And this is the OG Wisdom Podcast. Peace, family. I'm your host, Brother Chad. With our co-host, C Gutter. C Gutter, where you at?
Yo, what's good?
I can't call it. How you feeling, bro?
I'm all right, man. Can't call it.
No doubt, no doubt. We was going in yesterday with them albums, that golden era, man. It gets you a little nostalgic. You know what I mean? But peace to the folks in the chat. Shout out to the Queen of Noosa, always holding us down. Fam Roots, salute.
And Rizzo 27.
Salute. Yo, welcome to the OG Wisdom Podcast. Like, subscribe, share as we talk this real hip hop over here.
Tell a friend.
Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend. We back at it like crack addicts. Let's go. Yo, so yesterday we was on the East Coast. We did a little West Coast, but I think when we talk the golden era, we can't leave out albums like The Chronic and Doggy Style. What other dope joints?
Food, Far Side.
Yeah.
E40 joint.
That is a fact.
You know, Short is really from the old school. Like Short was out like 81, 82. Like he was making tapes back then. So he really from the origins. Like he's a original he's a West Coast founder. Period.
Yeah, the 187 he wrote. Yeah, that joint was crazy. I think for me, with Snoop, that 187 he wrote, because you know on YouTube you can't really say the N-word. I don't know. They always updating stuff what you can and what you can't say, get you in trouble. But yeah, that Snoop joint, that's when he started that joint, as I look up at the sky, my mind starts racing.
Was the case?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that 187 was the case.
Nah, that
no. 187 he wrote. Hold on, who's 187 he wrote? Yeah, damn, I'm confusing them. Yeah. But yeah, that Snoop Dogg joint was hard too.
That introduction, that deep cover.
Yeah.
Creepy. As I crawled through a hood, maniac, lunatic, call me Snoop Eastwood.
Kicking ass as a blast off heat. And
I never gave a fuck about police.
Yo, what was your thoughts when you first heard the Chronic album?
No, I was in jail. That was like that's the workout. That's the workout. That's 92.
Yeah, 92.
Yeah, that's the workout tape.
That was the workout joint.
Workout, you know, and that because that is like that. It was a couple albums that was in heavy rotation for me at that time.
You was in the state or the feds?
I was in the state.
In the state.
Yeah, this is early bids. This one I was still young on bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, all of that.
So what was in heavy rotation? You had the Chronic. What else you was bumping in the joint back then?
Yeah, 92. I'm still heavy on Death Certificate. Still heavy on that. Cypress Hill had came out.
That's right.
Because you remember they had that joint. Stoned is the way up the walk. That joint. You know what I'm saying?
How it could just kill a man.
Yeah. They had fire. Mama said knock you out.
So that's what you was bumping in the yard, getting your brolic on.
It was a few joints because you had Rakim joint. with
right.
I think
Was that Let the Rhythm Hit Him?
Yeah, Let the Rhythm Hit Him.
Yeah.
Let the Rhythm Hit Him. You had a few joints out because you had that's the first joint. Was it 92? I'm not sure.
It's around that time.
Well, I'm not sure if no, I know those albums are out, but I'm thinking about Heavy D Blue Funk. I don't know if that was 92 or 93.
Right. Was Big on that? Big was on that album, right?
Yeah, a bunch of niggas.
Yeah, a bunch of niggas. Right. Right. I think that might have been 92 too.
Who's on the microphone? A bunch of niggas.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like I spit on your mama. Cannibalistic like that nigga Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm a drug dealer, crack dealer. Huh? When
That's
I hit
when
you,
we knew Big was on his way.
Yeah.
You knew like, oh shit, he on the joint with Heavy D. That was a big deal back then.
But see, this is the thing. That's the first thing I heard because I was up north. I wasn't near no radio stations where I'm hearing. Because I had heard he had already did. He told me he had already did Dreams.
Okay.
Dreams and what's the name?
Real Love.
Real Love. He had already did those. You know what I'm saying? Those shits was hitting in the streets, but I ain't get to hear them until after I came home.
Now was great
joints. Like it's a lot of mixtape shit that I didn't hear until I got home. That was already that everybody knew the words to, and I ain't hear it till I got home.
Yeah. Oh, now I definitely heard of SIBO. Hell yeah.
Oh no.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Fucked with the low.
Or
because it's hard.
Took it back. And see, I knew whatever music he had out back then, I knew I liked it. That's how I know who he is. Like I said, I was listening to all kind of music back then.
Yeah, dark skin. I think I'm not sure if SIBO had the bald head or low cut, but he had either that or a real low cut. Cause you remember how Jay shit was when he first came out? He had that real low cut that you think is
that first grader cut.
Yeah,
that shit my mom used to give me in first grade. I hated that shit. Like leave a little something on top. Yeah. And it's another artist named Brother Lynch Hung, right?
Yes, Brother Lynch Hung, for sure.
Yeah. I used to listen to Little West Coast back in the days.
Oh,
you know,
like I told you, remember I was telling you about they did the damn. I should have pulled that shit up. I should have went on YouTube and pulled that shit up. The freestyle with Dale the Funky Homo Sapien with Bussin' them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right.
He wowed that shit up. Dude is nice. Above the Law. Yeah, we spoke on Above the Law though. Like they LA staples. Them Compton's Most Wanted, the Dog Pound, Snoop, Q.
So Gutter, as much props as we give,
I ain't like that shit though.
What's that?
Willis in the Mist. That shit was.
Now I ain't like the album so much, but I did like the song.
Yeah, no, I like the song.
Yeah,
the song was hard. That's the shit.
All right.
That's the shit. Q, like he ain't on all them songs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, what I was getting ready to say, right? Gutter, in the golden era, right? Because we talking about the golden era. Why you think these albums are not mentioned as much? And we know the West had it on lock for a period. Why you think people don't give these albums the props they deserve? You think it's a New York bias, an industry bias? They have dudes scared. What do you think it is?
What? Why dudes don't? Why West Coast dudes don't get their props? What?
Like mentioned when we say golden era. When we say golden era, you always get the Kanes, the Rakims, the KRS ones. Seldom, but the golden era is like
nigga Hammer was in the golden era.
Yeah, but Hammer was a superstar. Hammer was a superstar. It's like
that's the fact.
You almost can't count Hammer.
You got to remember that first joint wasn't the one. It was cool, but it wasn't the one. It wasn't the one that catapulted him. You know what I'm saying? So he was. You got to remember. They say you ain't hitting in New York, Hammer. Turn this mother out.
What you gonna do about that? I'm gonna turn this mother out.
You know what I'm saying? You had Short. Like I said, Short is from literally the beginning. Like he's definitely a founder of West Coast hip hop.
Yeah.
If you talk about West Coast hip hop and don't mention Short, like you bugging, my nigga.
Yeah.
You bugging. That would be like not mentioning Dre.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Cause we been knew who Short was back then before we even really knew it was a West Coast.
Before he even had the teeth fixed.
Right.
You know, Short had the Oakland. He had the. You got to remember, he was wearing the shit that we was wearing too.
Yeah.
He had the Oakland starter joint with the Oakland hat. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was wearing, like, you know, up here we was wearing different teams and all of that. So that shit was just fly look. His whole setup was fly. His shit was fucked up.
Yeah, his jibs. And that's mad artists. Shout out to Jay, shout out to Fabulous. Cause now everybody got a dental plan. All them dudes, everybody got porcelain teeth and shit like that. You know what I mean?
All right, shit. You got the money, get your shit. Like that's how I be bugging.
They better.
You got the bread and don't fix your shit.
They
like
better.
You don't gotta get the perfect, you know what I'm saying? Just fix your shit up.
Yeah.
Missing joints, get them shits filled up. That's all.
Short's joints was definitely crowding up the spot.
Yeah, he was fucked up then. But he got on and got his shit right. That's why I said Short is a founder, my nigga. Especially for the West Coast. Maybe not for LA, but for the West Coast as a whole. Him and even dude from Seattle.
Sir Mix-a-Lot?
My Posse on Broadway.
Yeah. Yeah, he had My Posse on Broadway, and he had another joint too that I like. This before Baby Got Back. Because when he dropped Baby Got Back, that just took him out.
Why we was on it? Because he's saying Broadway. Brooklyn got a Broadway.
Everywhere got a Broadway.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that was just like Posse on Broadway. You just think about shit.
Yeah, My Posse's on Broadway. I'm trying to think of his other joint. Because he had some joints. He has some joints though. Right, because he from Seattle. And see, we ain't really know these places. We ain't like, I know, speaking for me, being from New York, only up and down the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? New York, Virginia, DC, the Carolinas.
Well, we knew because we kind of paid attention to because dudes would say certain shit. And then we got to figure out what they saying. Like they'll say a street or some shit like that. I was like, oh, nah, they ain't from around here. And the accent and stuff like that, in certain way they dress. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then we would go and research that. See, that was the fun shit about then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
About being in the hip hop and rap like that. But then you're gonna go and research. You know what I'm saying? You got to find the magazine they in. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he in this. Yo, he from over here. See? Yeah. Because we'll sit there and argue about where he from.
Right.
And then get the magazine where, they got the little bio of telling the rappers where they from. Man, I told this nigga from over here. Blah, blah, blah. We had him. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. That was the fun as a teenager for us in that era.
Yeah, learning the artist.
Yeah.
What do you think it is now that people really not into the artist so much? Do you think they lost their mystique because so much too much access to them? It's like you take a Jay-Z right now. Jay-Z hardly seen anywhere. He's not doing many interviews. He's not in all the publications. He's not, you know what I'm saying? He's not always on the radio and videos.
They got to look for him to get money, for them to get money. And it's going to benefit him.
Yeah, shout out to New York in the house. Yeah,
New York, right there, bro.
I say that because you get a dude like 50 Cent, right? Now 50's a big star, but people get tired of 50 because there's so much access to him. You see him all the time. He's on Instagram.
Because 50 he doing some bullshit.
That too, but that's what I'm saying. I know he's having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's having fun with it. And I'm just using them two as extremes, you know what I'm saying? One dude who's never in the spotlight, another dude. But then you got the in-between artists, you know, those are who trying to make a way, those who are making a way. But sometimes we get oversaturated with them and we get more personality from them than actually music. And it changed the dynamic. To your point of when we went and got the magazine, we read about the artists. If they're gonna be on a TV show, like if they're gonna be on Soul Train or Video Soul or some shit, we watching them.
Well, it's give and take, because it also give the opportunity. Now you give you have the people that might not get the exposure, get the opportunity to present their art to the people themselves. You know what I'm saying? And then they grow their own fan base, their own following. I wouldn't even say fan base, their own following, because you know you turn into a situation where they included in everything you do, and you give them everything. But as long as you giving them music, yeah, that shit is beautiful. But you know, we from a different era.
Yeah,
we from the you had to get the publications. You ain't have to just get on your phone and get it.
Word. You had to go to the store, buy the magazine.
Yeah. You had to go buy the magazine and all that. You know, dudes would be in the corner store reading them shits and don't pay for them.
Word.
We used to do that. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, woo, 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 woo. Hey, to the nigga really literally kick you out. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Damn, I wish I remember the name of that old man. Had the joint on Washington and Fulton, because that's where we used to always go too. The newsstand.
You know the shit I used to do? I used to get up mad early when they throw the paper out.
Yeah.
And steal one.
Yeah.
I steal a Daily News and the Newsday.
Right. You used to leave it right in front of the store.
Yeah, they used to leave it right in front of the store. Nigga, I'm clipping one of them shits every time. Get up mad early. But I used to go to the store on St. James and Gates.
Okay, damn, I forgot about that one right there. Yeah. Yeah, what is it? It's like a daycare now.
Yeah. That was the little Dominican joint.
Yep.
Yeah, they got smoked up in there. You know they were selling weight. Yeah, they were selling weight. They were selling work.
I kind of figured they was doing something out of there, because that's off the beaten path. You know what I'm saying? Have a bodega right there on Gates. Like, come on, man. Who walking up
every time I used to come, and Poppy was one like, yo, you ever seen, damn, what's this dude name? He an Instagram comedian. I think he do stand up now. Major Figures. You ever seen when he do the Dominican dude?
Oh, Major Hype.
Yeah, Major Hype. My bad, not Major Figure. Major Hype. When he do the Dominican dude, hey, Poppy.
Yeah.
How the nigga was, bro. Coming, hey, Poppy, what's up? They always playing the salsa shit in the store. He behind the counter dancing and shit. Cool ass nigga though.
Getting that money. He like, yeah, Poppy just moved 5 bricks.
Them niggas probably did. Them niggas stayed with, like, them was the first niggas, like, I knew they was doing something, because this nigga, like, just had, he was heavy to be in a corner store.
Yeah. That is when dudes used to get heavy. But it's funny we talking about regional music, because I mean, back then, and salute to everybody who listened to the West Coast Rap. We appreciate all the love and support in the chat and the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button while you here. But it is crazy because we didn't recognize
too.
Say it again.
They gave us a different look. The West Coast gave us a different look, a different, you know what I'm saying? A different understanding of places that were similar but was different.
Yeah. Because we wasn't calling the hammer Gats back then. Like, that was some West Coast shit. Calling it the Gat.
Yeah.
That's
West Coast shit. Yeah. Word. I know it come from the word the Gatling gun, but you know what I'm saying? That's just a shortening of that name, regular gun.
Yeah, get the Gat. You know like, get the business, get the hammer, the heater, the toolie, the Roscoe.
Niggas talking about biscuits.
Word, get the biscuit.
Niggas talking about the biscuit.
Word. Her NWA say the Gat.
Old school niggas was definitely with the Roscoe.
Word, the Roscoe, the Thule, the Jammy. Like, yeah, he got a Jammy on him. And that's what was dope about the regional hip hop, because it introduced us to different slang. You know what
that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of slang that we adapted from each other.
Yeah. Because we had, like, you got the East Coast, but then you pretty much call it Northeast, because then you had the Southeast, and then the Miami bass music.
Yeah, because Miami and Georgia is on the East Coast. Right. So it's North, South Carolina, Virginia, but it's just
they had that bass sound.
No, but it's just the South.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the South is like different from the Northeast.
Yeah, because we can't leave Luke and Two Live Crew out the conversation.
Nah, that's shit.
Because Luke
they had a few joints. They had a few joints we fucked with.
That Do I Diddy joint, Me So Horny.
Joint.
What else he had?
And niggas fucked with him because they was heavy. They had the Shine.
Yeah. And the Shines and the Shorties.
And the starter jackets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga had the Shine and the starter jacket. Nigga was heavy with the starter jackets on.
Yo, we used to laugh because they had a Chinese dude down with them. Like, yo, it's Chinese. Like, yo.
Chinese hood.
Chinese word. Spitting balls and all.
See, that's just so much like New York. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Because you would see, bro, I told you I went to school with a dude named Chinese Rob. He Korean though. But everybody called him Chinese Rob. You know us in the hood.
Yeah. Like, if you Asian, you Chinese. We don't care where you from. Exactly. You're like, I'm not Chinese, I'm Cambodian. That's Chinese.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't Chinese, I'm Vietnamese. That's Chinese. Yeah. Everybody Chinese.
So it was Chinese Raw. You know what I'm saying? They used to go to school with me. Bro, nigga had waves and all that. The average dude, was just like homeboy from Two Live Crew. Because remember, he had the fade with the waves.
Yeah, I don't remember his haircut. I just remember he was Chinese. I think he had fronts.
I think he's Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at Spread Love in New York. Yeah, they took it back, go to the toast.
Yeah, the toast. Yeah, toast, biscuit. We made that shit bread. I don't know how we. Yeah, we got the biscuit, got the toast.
Yeah, that is crazy.
The hammer.
All right, salute. Yeah, get the hammer.
Great God, peace. Yeah, the hammer.
Yeah, but we had all kind of slang, and that was introduced because of the hip hop, like with Dane the Dane. What song was that? I think it was Nightmares, and he said he got upset, even called me a faggot. What could I do? He had the 2-2 automatic. Remember, a little deuce. But yeah, with hip hop, it introduced us to so many different regions that we wouldn't really been exposed to, and that helped broaden hip hop and change the style and the direction that it was going in. Because it did, I ain't gonna front, it did get a point where some New York artists was just putting anything out. But I blame the record labels because everything started getting real gimmicky.
No, they just taking anybody. They just thought anybody that do hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that we think do hip hop. Because look how many white boys they tried to make rappers at that time.
Word. Yo, that stupid ass group, Young Black Teens, with a whole bunch of white boys.
Yeah, little white boy with the dress.
Yeah. Now the only white boys that I rocked with heavy was Beastie Boys, and that's before I even knew they were white boys, because that holding down shit was hard. But then as you get older and you get knowledge of yourself, you realize, yo, them niggas was being stereotypical. Hey, yo, Leroy. Yo, I thought they was black dudes, and they was trying to kick the slang like how we kicked it. And I should have known something, because the voices and the slang was exaggerated. But all in all, I still like the music. You know what I'm saying?
I knew they was white boys.
Oh, I ain't know that shit. When
you gotta think about it. I'm a little older than you, so you know what I mean? I could stay up a little later than you at that time when them niggas came out. I had their album. They shit was fire.
Yeah, I had that shit too.
That was my shit.
I think that was one of the best joints on there.
The story I need to tell.
About three bad brothers you know so well.
Yeah, that was my shit. That Hold It Down. They had a few joints.
Paul Revere, Hold It Now. What's the other joint? The New Style.
Yeah, they had some joints. They had some joints on there.
And then of course they had their white boy music like Brass Monkey and Fight for Your Right to Party.
Yeah.
Yo, me and Spread Love used to be in the crib wilding. Yo, we used to be wilding in the crib,
Brooklyn.
Or and that was dope for that time. You think all that was Rick Rubin in them. You know what I'm saying? And I think Run was writing the rhymes. I know Hurricane was on the road with them. You know what I mean? But the music was dope back then. I don't know what's going on with it right now. I see a resurgence like we was talking about the other day, the new artists coming up, the new dudes. You know what I'm saying? I think we're on the cusp of a new era of hip hop. You know what I mean? What some of the young dudes is doing.
And it was before that, but I think what gave a lot of newer artists more light as far as bars and shit like that. It was already coming back. This is a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes off that Kendrick and Drake joint.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, motherfuckers is like, yo, this is you gotta have bars.
Yeah.
Because it's coming from the younger generation. So they took they took a handoff. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, all right, this is what it is. It's like, yo, everybody going crazy, and he not doing this, he not doing that. You know what I mean? He's rapping. This is what it's all about. It's about bars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, getting back to the music.
Yeah, because I was watching YouTube doing that, and you seen a lot of younger dudes react to that battle, and it gave another, you know what I'm saying? That, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the Locks and Dipset, before that, the Locks and Dipset verses.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of people start listening to all them older 90s beats and stuff like that. You saw a lot of young cats getting on them beats and spitting, which was like, I liked it.
Yeah, you know doing their thing.
Yeah, it's not necessarily going back to boom bap, but it's like a emergence of the boom bap type of rap. You know what I'm saying? With different beats. You know what I'm saying? And younger dudes is learning how to meld whatever they got going on with that 90s where everything was about bars.
Right. Because the 90s, I'll say the late 80s, early 90s, we had an aesthetic. You had to be fly and you had to be dope. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you was dope, that was cool. But if you was fly and dope,
if you was dope and wasn't was a bum, like, I'm gonna keep it real. Dudes shun niggas. Like, it was niggas that was actually nice, but niggas ain't had no style, and niggas is like, I'm fucking with this.
Right. Give me an artist you thought was dope lyrically, but he was a bum. Like, you ain't like his style.
LL.
You ain't like LL style?
What? Troop suits and shit like that.
I ain't know too many dudes with the troop suits.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Only niggas wore them, like I said, there's no disrespect to the poppies. Only niggas wore them shits was poppies. Like the poppy niggas that was getting money, like them was them, because that was they little flash, but like we wasn't troop suits.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't know too many dudes that rock troops.
Wasn't even doing leather suits like that no more. Like not the young cat, so that shit was corny. Then like his whole like, bro, you stuck in the early 80s with them Kangos, and then when he tried to modern up, you did the crushed velvet hat, That definitely was out of order. You know what I'm saying? That crushed velvet joint was definitely out of order. Then you rolled up the jeans and you got them big ass feet. Nah, my nigga. You like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the GOAT LL.
He won with the bill. You know, LL, like he didn't have to, because like his dressing was not fly at all, my nigga. Let's just be honest. Like he was really one of them niggas that was like one of the older cats for us, like a Phil Caldwell. He dressed like a dude like that.
Yeah, nah. Phil Caldwell, yeah.
You know how Phil, he old school fool.
Word up, that blue Volvo.
He still got the Pumas. He still got the Pumas, BVDs, and all that.
Gazelles.
Yeah, in '88, and literally was large.
Word. Getting.
You know what I'm saying? That was the nigga, and we fucked like that was my big homie. Like
I was about to say that was the hood big homie. Yeah,
that's the big homie for real. But he was like dressing. That's the only thing I ain't want to be like Phil. You know what I'm saying? Getting money, hands, you know what I'm saying? Being a G, yeah. Dressing, negative. That's negative. That nigga was old school fool. Bro, BVDs in '88.
Yeah.
Like if people don't know, if people in outside of New York don't know about BVDs, that's the nylon underwear.
Word. T-shirt and boxers.
Mind you, them shits. I had a pair because I'm dick riding the older niggas. Get them shits. Them shits had you musty as a motherfucker, balls sweating.
Yeah, musty. Nylon. Yeah,
them shits is disgusting, my nigga.
Yeah,
and he had them
definitely have you sweating.
He had them shits on in '88.
Yeah, and those was the early '80s.
That's
the early '80s fashion. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like LL was like. He was stuck. He was stuck, and then when he tried to move up, like in the '90s, his choice of headgear, because you know that was his thing too, the hats.
Yeah,
choice of headgear.
Wasn't rocking that baldy.
Yeah, but he should have just go ahead, rocked the baldy and wore fitted. He tried that crushed velvet, my nigga. Like after that, he started wearing fitteds. You know what I'm saying? That's when he was at his best. That's when he was at his very best. When he was wearing the Yankee fitteds and shit like that, I was like, all right, you look regular. You look like you ain't no fly nigga, but you look regular.
Yeah, like somebody we could talk to. Gutter, let me ask you something. In chat, y'all can join this conversation too. Give me 3 of your best hip hop soundtracks.
Oh, hip hop soundtracks?
Yeah, from
like
a movie. Yeah. Or even 3 joints that you have rocked.
You got Juice.
Okay, dope.
Damn, hip hop soundtracks. I'm trying to think of where you had mainly hip hop joints on there. But Juice is the only one that mainly had a hip hop. Juice. I definitely got to say Beat Street too.
Yeah.
Definitely got to say Beat Street. And Crush Groove.
Dope.
If you're going like way playing straight hip hop, those the only 3 that I could think of that's just playing hip hop. Maybe something later, but I can't think. Maybe Belly. No, but Belly had R&B joints on there too.
Nah, right? they can have R&B. Yeah. They can have R&B. Shout out to Rizzo. Oh, we got our folks in the chat giving it up. Let me see. Sister Ruba said Poetic Justice. Okay.
Rizzo, Murder Was the Case. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Even though it was like
Juice,
a short
Jason Lyrics and New York. Dope. I forgot about Jason Lyric though.
Who had
Juice is Strictly Business. That's right, Strictly Business. Forgot about that soundtrack. But I think the biggest joint on that album was Jeff Redd. You called and told me that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, like
yeah.
Above the Rim. Yeah, that shit was hard. Above the Rim was hard. Forgot about that one.
Right. Brother Great God said, Brother Tad, a lot of new artists aren't selling out venues, but the older cats are selling. So I think that's making them look at longevity and how to get there. That's a fact. And I think that's what the new artists should want. They should want longevity instead of something hot right now.
You want to build your brand. You want to make people like grow with you. That was the whole thing with us back in the days. Is like, yo, we might hear a song from somebody, and then we go by the album because we heard that song or the couple of songs on the mixtape or whatever. Then you go by the album, and then you're gonna decide right then if you fuck with it. All right. Now, like we talking about, or I ain't fucking with it. You know what I mean? But it's like this too. I think with the younger cats is fans. If one dude don't like this dude, fans be like,
like I don't like him neither.
Yeah, this different. It ain't even like, because before, like even with Big and Pac, niggas is listening to Pac shit.
Word.
The fuck? Like, is you serious? Like, nigga gonna listen to what's like what he like.
Right, what's hot.
Like a nigga, if we got a hot song, nigga, I'm gonna listen to that shit.
Yeah, look, I like Pac when I heard Same Song. When he ripped Same Song on that joint with Digital Underground. Cause I think that was his first feature.
I ain't really catch on the Pac till Trap. That was my shit.
Yeah, that was his first joint. Well, hold on. That came out before Brenda's Got a Baby, right? It was Trapped out before Brenda's Got a Baby. Yeah, because I know he did now clown around when I hang around with the underground girls that used to frown, say I'm down when I come around. Yeah, Pac murdered that. I ain't gonna front. So we was like, oh shit, Duke is nice. And then he dropped Trap. Then Brenda's Got a Baby. But when my homies call was my shit.
That was my shit.
That was my shit. When my homies call, that was my shit.
Facts.
I was like, nah, son got it. Son got it. You know what I'm saying? But then you know what? Another soundtrack I used to rock though?
Yeah, niggas ain't doing no Troop, my nigga.
I did not. Yo, I used to rock the Minister Society soundtrack. That was my shit. Ain't no love, trigger gots no heart.
Oh,
ain't no love, trigger.
We forgot to give Cuz his name, his flowers.
Spice One, yeah.
What?
Spice One.
That nigga had and
Straight Up Menace.
And homie from San Diego. J.O. Family.
Okay, right.
J.O. Family, dead nice, my nigga.
Yeah. Now we had a lot of, and see, this is, and I ask these questions, right, Gutter, because sure enough, in the podcast space, new industry, I see a lot of hip hop artists on the mics with a podcast, but I don't really see them talking about the music that really moved the culture. I don't hear nobody paying homage. I mean, Nori does it. We not even gonna act like Nori don't do it, but I think for so many dudes that's rappers and doing that.
LL was pushing Troops. Those is like the logs of the 80s. Yo.
Let that marinate for a minute.
Oh man.
Yeah, I ain't know too many dudes that rock Troops.
Yeah,
or if any.
It's a like if you think about it,
facts.
A lot of people that weren't in our era kind of like it's few that listen to everybody.
Yeah.
Got to a younger era, like dudes like picks, like it's different. It's like dudes like just pick certain people who they like and you know
and just rock with them. Just listen to their music. Just listen to their music. But it was dope at the end of the golden era, Gutter. Speaking of young dudes liking music, you think, I mean, the Locks and Dipset are OGs now. But when they came into the game, they was the fresh new kids. And they shit was hitting. Even though the golden era was phasing out, they was like the new generation. I remember the first time, I'm trying to think.
Dipset wasn't until all the way in the 2000s. Cam.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Cam was 98, 99.
If you would say the Diplomats, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to the Dipset, I would agree with you.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about just Cam was like the spearhead of that. Because once he come through the door, you know the crew coming behind him. And that's what I mean when I say them. For whatever artist from that crew hit the scene.
Yeah, none of those artists hit the scene until well after Cam, almost 10 years after Cam got on.
So let's put Cam in it. Let's divorce him from Dipset.
That's what I'm saying. If you say the Harlem Diplomats, because that would be Cam and Mace. You got to remember, Mace, the first one that was shouting that on.
Yeah, because that's what I'm talking about. Mace.
You would put Cam and Mace. That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't say the Dipset. You would say the Harlem Diplomats, because that's what they was pushing at that time. You know what I'm saying? And then when they got into their little friction, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, we already spoke about Deep Cover. Oh, no, the soundtrack.
Right. The song was on there, but I don't remember the other joints on it.
I think Cube had a joint on there.
Yeah, they I'm talking about that whole new generation from the Locks to Mace, Cam, and then again, like we shouted out all the Queens MCs that was hitting back then. You know, you still had your Royal Flushes,
your
Mike Geronimo's. It was a whole new wave of MCs because we had
what's the other dude name that was on the firm? I forgot his name.
Nature.
Nature.
Yeah, Nature. You had a lot of dope Queens MCs back then too.
You had, yeah.
But I think for what Locks and Mason was doing, that's right. New York McGruff. Yeah, can't forget McGruff. You know what I'm saying? What happened, Gutter? What happened? That face said something. That face said something, Gutter. What up? You wasn't feeling the music like that? Nah.
It was, he was just on other niggas shit, and other niggas was on his shit and made his song hard. You know what I'm saying? That's what, like, he ain't whack.
Thank you, New York.
He's not whack. He's not whack, but right. I can't put him on them guys' level. Like,
that's true. Okay.
I can't attach him to a Cam, a L, a Mace. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because I can't leave Big L out the conversation.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't attach his lyricism to their lyricism. He was a real nigga. He was real, you know what I'm saying, as far as talking what he talked. But lyrically, I can't put him on their level, my nigga.
Yeah. Now your face said it all. I was like, hold on.
Yeah. Like, that's just, bro, I'm gonna be honest, that's the same thing like Mike Geronimo.
Yeah.
Like, he was cool.
Yeah, he was
cool. You know, like, he wasn't dirt. You know what I'm saying? Right, that's what I'm saying. Is,
but he wasn't lyrically like.
When we say the new coming of that era, you gotta put the dudes that was like up there with those dudes that was on that level look to do music with them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Where would you put Onyx? I wanna go back a little bit. Where would you put Onyx? You like they nice, they was okay, gimmicky.
Well, it's two things. They was nice and gimmicky. Fredro and Sonny Sheba way better than Sticky. Sticky just had the voice. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like as far as bars,
word. Oh, I'll put it the other way. I'll put Sticky.
Name a joint where he just killing it with bars and it's not his voice.
I hate your fucking guts and I hope that you die. Sticky Fingers is my name and my life is a lie. Plus I'm having a bad day, so stay out of my way. With the pistol, yeah. I thought every song he shined.
His voice was distinctive, but I'm talking about bars. We talking about spitting. He wasn't fucking with Sonny Chiba or
Now you're gonna make me go back and listen to Back the Fuck Up.
You gotta listen to
they first album, Back the Fuck Up.
And then fuck that second joint.
What was Onyx's second album?
Dirty Zonda came. Yo, Fredro, my man Big Kai, he know how to get by.
High. That song was Last Days, right?
Last Days.
Yeah.
Now compare they verses to Stickies. When I'm talking about bars, he ain't fucking with them.
I don't know. Sonny Sheba ain't really moved me like that. You know, even though they had dope ass songs. Yeah, that second album was All We Got Is Us.
Yeah, they only had a couple of good songs on there. But
yeah, I know Back the Fuck Up was hard.
None of them niggas can't fuck with Fredro, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and really listen to the bars, because you could be right. It could have been the voice, because you know, as you age and you mature, your taste in things start changing, especially once the value you place on something. Because it might be a dude voice that make you say, "Oh, that sound dope. That sound dope."
It's a lot of dudes. That's why you.
So I haven't listened to that album in so long.
That nigga, nah,
I did like nah.
Yeah,
because I'm trying to.
Bro, that
he had a joint before that, like back in '91.
Lion King?
Say it again.
You talking about Lion King?
I don't know if that's the name of the rhyme, but he's like
a
cigarette.
He wasn't
I'm gonna catch you out there like a net. Yeah, he was saying some shit, which seemed like some shit back then. Because like we talking about the golden era, and as hip hop changed guards, like the lyrics, the cadence, everything got different.
Yeah, everything got different. That's what I'm saying. See, we was so deep into that shit, and I guess me having the debates and all that shit with Big made you look at shit way deeper. You know what I mean? Because he used to be like, man, you got a whack voice, nigga. I'm telling you, watch. Why? And he used to be saying, I was like a whack voice. I was like, then it's one of those dead voices where you just sound like I'm like sitting in the crib dreaming about Lil Jesse Coops, Waste All Shoops, how to sell
a record like Snoop's.
Oops. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was telling me, and then I started listening. I was like, yo, I noticed one thing, like everybody that really went got a distinctive voice.
Yeah. Yo, New York said, after I got kicked out of A&D, I went to Julia Richmond. I got kicked out of Richmond behind Onyx bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna have to pull your skirt up. Oh, I thought you meant you got kicked out of A&D. Because New York, I don't know if you was in there at the same time. Yeah, when Sticky was in there. Yeah, man, Sticky got it. Yeah, I plucked this man out, and he, I got from Malcolm X.
Oh, me?
Yeah. I got from Malcolm X. Malcolm X and Hancock. He used to call him Pop.
I may. Don't go to the I may. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, our guards it is in Brooklyn alone.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my dude. Yo, we used to be in A&D running them up, and we got kicked out. Me, I got my man Remo from Nostrand and Lexington, my man Puerto Rican Alfredo from Dean Street. That was my little art and design crew. My homegirl Sonia Majek, you know, but she matter of fact, she did some styling for Little Kim and Big too. Or now I mean we was in art design, we was running them up. That's why I was asking New York. Because I think everybody who was on it got kicked out of art and design. I ain't gonna hold you. You had to be smart to get in there. But
around y'all time, that's when, because the Decepticons was still cracking heavy when y'all was in high school. Because I was getting out of high school when they started cracking. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't graduate. I just left.
Right.
I was getting locked up and coming
most
home.
of us.
Yeah, just getting into shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Okay. So all right, so he's like a year or two behind me. Say he was in there with Mobb Deep. Because I think Mobb Deep, the year Mobb Deep came was my last year there. So, you know, I didn't know them. They was a grade lower than me, a grade or two lower than me. And then I got kicked off. Shout out to brother Oba. Or you know who was going there with me too? Barber J, rest in peace. Jay Nelda brother.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. That was the first familiar face I saw.
Oh, because Jay older than you. Yeah. I used to go up there when Jay used to go up there.
Yeah.
Y'all by Bloomingdale's, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's when we was listening to all that golden era, man. Like that's
over there is art and design, Park West, printing in Park West is further on the west.
Right.
They further going to the west side.
I know Spread Love went to Park West printing. Why they call it printing? I don't know, but those are the fun days of high school.
It's a school printing.
Okay. But you know it's crazy because back then that's when all the golden era hip hop was hitting. Like, you know, that's when everybody's really trying to figure it out. Like, what you gonna do in the future? Because you think the 80s was fucked up too in New York. Everybody.
Like it wasn't like it wasn't. That's what that, and we used to tease the dudes younger than us. Like, man, your mom, you can get Jordans, nigga. We wasn't never getting that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling shit like that to like younger homies and shit like this. Like, nigga, y'all can, you know, because they feet was smaller, so they getting them for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, y'all niggas, y'all ain't got it like us, nigga.
Right. That's right. It was graphic communication. Yeah, from printing to graphic.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what's crazy, right, Gutter? Because I remember when KRS dropped Love's Gonna Get You and all that. And my mother and my grandmother used to always talk bad about drug dealers. And me and Dog used to be in the crowd. Say, I bet you if we got some money, they wouldn't say nothing. Sure enough, as soon as we started getting that fast money, you got $50 for the light bill. They ain't had no qualms. Word up, they come knock on the door. Yo, you got $50 for this, you got $20 for that. They had no qualms.
Bro, my mom's was super green though, right? But my mom's wasn't that green. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be telling all type of shit, little jobs and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I give us, and she'd be like, okay. But I know she knew it like this little.
He doing something.
He do not look. I know she was like, cause I'm looking at my sisters too, cause my sisters and them looking at like, nigga, you know you ain't got no fucking job.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm the baby. So you know, I'm coming in. I can try to play it off to my mom, but you know, my mom's got that sixth sense too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Know when the nigga
like
lying.
All mothers do.
All right. I'm proud of you. Blah. Looking at me like, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's what she was telling you. She got so frustrated, ready to tell my ass to go to the service, my nigga.
I tried. They ain't take me. I tried to go to the Navy, and I think I had an open case. I was 18. I had an open case. But I remember, Shout out to my brother Soup. The nigga tried to get me in trouble. Because I used to come in with new kicks. My mother, like, those are nice. Oh, my grandmother bought them for me. My grandfather bought them for me. Forgive me, grandma and pop. But I used to lie on them like crazy. Every time I got something new, I say my grandparents bought it. And then one day, my mother was like, ask Chad. My brother told my mom, ask Chad how he really get his money. I said, oh. He said, y'all thinking that fast money, huh? I was like, damn, this nigga. I was 18.
I used to play my uncle. You know what I'm saying? I used to play my uncle back in the days. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't play my pops. I couldn't use Pop Duke. No. She get right on the phone with that nigga. Then it's gonna be worse.
Yeah,
he's coming straight from Germantown. And that nigga, I told you, that nigga hands is like petrified wood, my nigga. That nigga slap you, you might get cut, my nigga. That's how rough that hands is, like sandpaper and concrete, my nigga.
I don't think Frog had to hit me since I was like 8. One ass whooping kept me in line for the rest of my life.
Nigga, by the time my pops was there, where he can be there, like he can shoot up, because they always was doing shows, Jersey, New York, and shit like that. Like I said, you know, my pops in the jazz musician. So by the time I'm a teenager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he coming to him and nigga up immediately. He already know.
He
already knew. He knew from like, all right, they took me to Europe, right? This 85. He said, they take me to Europe. I'm in Philly. I told you he had to smack the shit out of me then. You know what I'm saying? I'm all and this shit, going through all this shit. He smacked fire out of me. You know what I'm saying? So he was on me. He was like, oh, this little nigga. He told me, he was like, yo, like, I don't know, what is you, a bad seed or something? The nigga asked me, like after he done roughed me up about 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, what is it? Is you a bad seed or something? It's like, yo, I fucked you up and you still like don't listen.
Oh man. Damn, time is getting away from us too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yo, it's funny. I thought about a quick story real quick. Shout out to the Spread Love movement, right? Yo, I remember one time we was playing hooky at his crib, and my brother was fucking with his brother, and we was like, leave that nigga alone before he tell on us. Yo, gutter, nigga. Yo, they moms came home. Yeah, we was in the terminals. They moms came home. My cousin Justin was like, yeah, Tad, Calvin, and Dog and them was here. Calvin beat me up. She said, what? They was in my house? Yo, shout out to mom, man. She called the crib. We knew we was going to get fucked up, right, Gutter? She called the crib, said, let me speak to your mother. Yo, we straight live. She not here. And hung the phone up.
And made it
15 minutes later, she came to the door. Yo, we got flipped on, not only for playing hooky, but for lying to our aunts.
Yeah.
We dead live.
You made it worse.
My mom, she came to the house, said, yeah, the boys didn't go to school. They was at my house. Calvin and Justin was fighting. I was like,
and you got to remember, back in the days, nigga, can't nobody be in the house to a certain time.
Word up.
Don't
be in nobody's crib.
Yeah, definitely can't go in your mom's crib.
Nah.
No, I mean, your mom's room. You know what I'm saying? Word. You can't go. First of all, you can't go in the house until a certain time.
You know, we was young and dumb. We was in the crib one day. Now, mind you, Blacko live upstairs, and his pops worked right there on Atlantic and Washington at the Brothers Moving Storage. So he come home from lunch. Yo, we got music, girls, beer, weed, all in the crib. Some said, go to the door. I look at the door, out the peephole. You see Blacko Pops creeping away like this. I'm like, oh, shit, that was Chester. Blacko Pops' name was Chester, God bless. Oh, man. He said, hey, them boys didn't go to school today. Ma Dukes, yo, we was bigger than my mom, so she used to pick up weapons. She wasn't playing with us. We was too big.
Bro, my mom taking off, like straight hammers taking off. Like once I got to a certain, like, especially when I started playing ball for the for Prospect Heights.
Yeah.
Oh, every time my mom's taking off, my nigga. Either that or that show. She like, I don't know if people know about that little wooden shoe. It was a sandal.
A sandal?
It was like a clog sandal, like the wooden joint. Bro, you don't want to get hit with one of them shits. I'll tell you that.
I can imagine.
Clock when she either throwing hands. Cause I was taller than her. Like I was, you know what I'm saying? Man, my mom's just taking off. Nigga, you think it's sweet? Poop, pop, poop, pop. You know what I'm saying?
Or, oh man, rest in peace to our moms, man. Or, but Gutter, what you want to leave the people with before we skate up out of here, man?
Man, we gotta preserve this thing we call hip hop. Love it, cherish it. Get the young motherfuckers, you know, really into the movement. Man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And being the voices for the people, because we still need that.
Yeah,
like, yeah. You can like, and I'm tired of cars spending money, Gucci, Balenciaga. Like, so a nigga get tired of hearing that shit, my nigga. Like everybody don't got that. First of all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you get a point where like now you bragging at niggas. Like you
that's how you become fool.
I got, yeah. Like you bum ass niggas ain't got what I got. Like yeah, everybody want the finer things in life, and you know you become successful, you can get it, but like that can't be your whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what you about? That can't be your identity. Gotta have a little more substance to you. Or, all right, y'all. We appreciate everybody who tapped in, rocked out with us. Shout out to V4 Vengeance, our brother James Dog, our brother New York, always on the check-in, our sister Aruba 927, always holding us down. The Spread Love Movement, Queen Anusa, 7 Fitness, always holding us down, having our bid and Fam Roots, 24/7. Rizzo, we see you. Tiger, and everybody else who rocked out. If I forgot your name, blame it on the brain, not the heart. And we be back tomorrow with some more of this nostalgic, super fly, NY hip hop. All right? So y'all stay up, stay blessed, stay true, and we see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Tell your people to tell their people.